Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson throwing again. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Patriots.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go. Hey, Momo. In your face.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
57, come on. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Well, pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Coleman. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Jackson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 13. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Penny, a 1st down carry. And an alley to run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, 56 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Coleman. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Here's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to Meredith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Play action. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Here's a quick throw out wide to Dorsett. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And some space here. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First throw now for the backup lock. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, We're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the nenext series.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw it is Locke. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And here a juke. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's
Their
go.
own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 45 on second down, Locke. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. Well, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Guys are going to take over. Line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lock to throw on second down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Lock going to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go, baby.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, Locke. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Hey, Zoo.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rashad Penny, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, orbit.
Throwing his lock on third down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play. Lock now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run on first down. Donald, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
From the gun, it's Locke. He'll have a first down inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Donald. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Rodgers now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a 1st down. That's caught. It's Eli Rodgers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. And Myers able to knock it through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Here's Locke to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown. 44 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Hey, Steve, sit. Just get it.
Here's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
1st down, New England.
Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 38, Rodgers steps away to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
X3, 218, chop. Switch gears. Get Mike. Check 31, check 31.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
They begin with a run by Penny, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And to give this time to the tailback. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Bravo.
And the blitz does come. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of it.
The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And some room to work, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble. There was nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll keep it on the ground. Donald. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 4. Go down for the tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.